Hey guys, Happy Splasher here. Morning. Today we are going to bring the new pit that is coming up, and then we'll talk about some other stuff. So we're gonna prepare for pit. What we're gonna do is we're gonna start with our pirate, and then we're going to have our glee pet here. Just for the early stages. We're also gonna make sure that we have our bonuses ready. So we activated them yesterday for the last portion of Dark Tower. So we have our buildings, we have our attack, individual type of units, and action boosts. Good. And let's just right into it. So we have this boss here. It's going to cover abilities. So start of the turn, deals damage to one of our units. When one of their units dies, they get a health boost, and then every fifth turn, we'll damage to our wounded unit. It's pretty straightforward. We want to avoid having our units being wounded, and then they're going to get some health whenever their units die. Take a look at their buildings, health, attack, spikes, health boost, attack boost. And about that. Okay, pentagrams coming up. We are going to avoid coverage on non-pentagram covered lanes. So this lane needs to be covered. We're going to start with this ranged unit. All right, and as you can see at the beginning of our beginning of their turn, damage was dealt to one of our units, and that by summoning large health units if we can. Spin die from combat. Summon this unit in the second column so that we have options for later. We also want to start using our commons as soon as possible so that we don't have to draw into them for later hit bosses. Right, so in terms of stats, this will be good to summon. We'll make this as quick as possible. Next turn, going to be summoning a ranged unit if we can. Otherwise, we'll just get rid of some commons. Okay, some damage. Poison, back steal, it's going to die from combat, so that's fine. And just bring up the image. Yes, that is true. We are talking about those endings. So yeah, so far, nothing too difficult about this. Damage. Okay, we took damage to all of our wounded units. See about a 2-turn clock going on here. Okay. Just gonna summon this building, get it out of the way. We want to save range units if possible. So if we do actually find another ranged unit coming from the commons, we're going to save that. Summon this. Put it in our inventory. Split boss. Pretty sure that said Breath of the Ice, even though we based Nala Shard Claws. Alright, next boss here. Whenever their spikes goes off, they'll damage our units. And then every second turn, they'll get spikes. And then 6th turn, damage to our units for each unit that they have. So it looks like we're going to have to get rid of their units as soon as possible, and then they'll be taking some spikes damage and a lot of damage to our units. So we will focus on doing we can. Got a little bit of block. Someone told me that there was like a bug for this block room, but we'll find out once it occurs. And attack. Okay, it's decent placement. Every one of these pentagrams is out in the open except for this one, so just gonna cover this line. Start by some getting rid of this building, and then also opening up places for every 2 turns. Good. All right, we have this unit over here, a little pesky. This pentagram is going to kill this, so fine with that. We said before we're going to save the range units if we can. And the reason why is towards the later bosses we actually run out of range units, so because of that we want to save them, that we can at least balance out our summon frequency. So summon here, comes through that, and then this warlord will have spikes. And trigger the damage. Spikes. Uh, see here. Pentagram. Back. Use up a shuffle here, even though we have a lot of range. So I want to also save this unit too. It has the ability for mental shield, and then it has an attack boost and pierce. We don't really use those for now. Summon this building, block that. With an attack boost over again. That, block that. And then they don't have spikes anymore. So once spikes are gone, we're going to use these summons. That way they don't get killed by the spikes. Right. There's a chance that these units will be blocked by the sharks, but that's okay. It's okay. We'll have another form of protection. Right. And then unit here has spikes. It's fine. Of this building. Also it. Damage coming off of the spikes. Every time we attack while this unit's in the field, we'll health back. It's us. Unit died from counterattack, but this unit has. Damage pentagrams. Okay. I'm going to summon more commons, getting rid of them in our inventory. Say probably another turns. Head, head. Lift this up. I'll summon here for damage. That. Guys from pentagrams. Damage over. No problem. Next turn, again, we don't want to be wasting the ranged units. There, so we will use another shuffle. We don't want to waste any of these better units. Right, good. Summon here has a double attack stats. We'll be giving our male units attack boost next turn. Attack boost. And then we will use one more shuffle as well. And with here. damage. This back in pentagrams. There. Set. If we have lethal on 2 of the rows. Okay. And using up 1 more. Okay, so as you can see, pretty straightforward battles. We did take some damage on our units because we left some available, but that is okay. Keeps on saying breath of ice. Anyways, we'll give a little preview of the next boss we have here. Has plus health to their units whenever pierce occurs for them. We'll freeze wounded units on our side, and then turn they'll summon these bunnies. I believe they are pierce units that only live for 1 turn. A little bit of a swarming there, so a lot of dealing with pierce. Let's see, there's something else. Okay, so we are preparing for this week's event. There's going to be a world event, meaning that there's going to be a bunch of quests that you'll have to complete in order to get cards. What I heard from the Discord, there are 3 units that are going to be available from that event. It's going to be Tinker, Strick, and third order. I guess it's Mina, right? All of those units are pretty good on their own. Strick is probably the best one out of those 3 because it deals damage to multiple units, and then it's also a ranged unit and it has splash. The second one Tinker, has the ability to be healed whenever it is attacked. It deals damage to nature units. It also summoned a Tesla X that whenever units die on either side of the field, it will deal damage to them, and then it has an attack boost at the beginning of the turn. And then finally, Mina. The Mina, let's just look up what it does. I know that she is a ranged unit. She has So it gets an extra attack whenever it attacks the warlord, and whenever the enemy is attacked, they will take damage, and then on top of that, it has accuracy. Accuracy meaning that they can't miss, and then they can't receive miss. So you can attack units that you can't normally attack. So that's good. In preparation for that, I am saving resources. So we're making sure that we have at least 4,000 gems for the event. There are going to be some quest nodes that will require you to spend demigod chests in the shop. And then also you might need some legendary chests that you might need to buy also, the demigod. So there's that. There is this mighty pass here, which depending upon when you started it, you'll have resources available. And as you can see, I haven't claimed any of these yet. It's over in 3 days, so it actually won't be eligible for the event, but for people who still have the Mighty Pass available, they can save their resources. You get the points for the Mighty Pass by completing the daily and weekly quests, and you get a certain amount of points, and those points will add up towards the, see here, chests equal that much, etc., etc. So there's that. Also, in preparation for that, you have cards that you can request every 12 hours or so. I don't remember what. Yeah. So as you can see, people are requesting souls for certain cards. So you can either hold on to them or you can send them off. There's that. And there's also Divine Arena as well. So Divine Arena resets itself every 2 days. As you can see, this one is over in about a day or so. So in 2 more rotations, you'll be able to open up Divine Arena again. They mostly give rare chests. Sometimes they give epic chests. And also, if you open the Divine Arena chest while your world event is going on, you'll get some bonus sparks. So each about, it's like 100 apiece, 200 sparks. Use them towards an event chest or some other build that you need. rewards. There you go. So the souls that you have. So you can save these, which whether you're requesting a common or a rare, you can use them for a quest node for later in the world event. So yeah, so that's pretty much it for today. I will be doing some Divine Arena because I still have that left. Let's see if we want to take care of it. Oh, yeah, sure, why not? We'll take it. So I have Divine Arena. It started a day ago, but we'll see. Now we have the Harbinger of Darkness, and then we have the White Shaman here. So it says use archers, and then firing. We'll see what's up. Okay, as you can see, just a lot of these buildings to block. All of our units are archers. To that they stay alive. This warlord here has spikes, and then it has reflection totems. In terms of stats, we're going to be summoning this. Going to be summoning this unit here, and the reason why we're going to be summoning this unit here is because one of our abilities allows us to summon a ranged unit, and so we want to manipulate the placement in such a way that it actually lands here. Uh, okay, so the next turn we're going to be summoning this unit. So whenever we then summon a chaos unit, then we'll get plus health and plus attack, and then it also has advanced version. It's not going to help us that much for that. As you can see, they activated the spikes, so our unit actually died over. They have this unit that minuses attack at the end of the turn, and health boosts, or sorry, attack boosts to their nature units. And this unit, whenever it kills something, damage. Spikes happen for the first turn. Some whenever it attacks, sorry, end of turn, it gives a tree, and then it will also give attack boost. Spikes is now gone, so that's good. We wanted to keep this unit alive, so it gives stat boost to our chaos units, which in this case is all of them. Do the first ability, and then you can see here, that's the ranged unit that we want. We're going to use this ability so that we can start getting rid of these units, because later on they're doing a lot of damage. In terms of defense, it's like they're summoning all ranged units too, so it's going to help us out. Let's open. Right, as the as this unit that has an attack boost for every nature unit on the field. That. Still want to get rid of this unit. Now summon this. Okay. Ideally, we wanted it to land either here or here. This ranged unit, so that's fine. This unit will kill that. These two units will kill that. Oh, and this is actually pretty good too, because now, so when this unit attacks, it sets two of their units attack to one. So if we are able to kill, and not, but it will shrink two of their units at the end. If we did this in the beginning, then it would shrink these units and then we kill them, but we'll have a better chance to deal damage to them now. Doing this one. The reason why is because it has poison, so even though we don't have enough damage in order to kill this unit outright. Oh, you got a plus attack boost. I forgot about that. Fine. That's fine. Fine. Okay. Oh, sorry. Whenever this unit kills something, is a plus attack to our units in the line. So in this case, that unit is killed. I want to fight the board. I'm going to be using this unit, summoning it so that we can get rid of it out of our inventory. We are outracing them in terms of damage, so that's fine. And we didn't want to waste damage against this push here. Summoning this unit has the water that comes whenever they attack, and it'll get an attack boost using units around it. Next turn, we're going to be using our ability to give an attack boost to our range units. And should be pretty close. Okay, we have 3 lanes for lethal. So in this point, we don't have to actually go for attacks over here. And we are all set. I'll have to remember some of these combos for. All right. All right. Now we're doing the nature side. Okay. Same setup. We have our ability for spikes, so that's good. And we can leave some of our lanes open in order to attack to them. So MC sets the attack to 1 for turn, has that ranged unit that lowers the attack, and we'll go from there. Right, we'll start with this range. Whenever it kills something, it deals damage to one their units. So it'll help us speed up the killing of these buildings, and it will get healed. Next turn, we're going to be either summoning this unit in order to freeze whatever attacker that they have, or we're going to summon this unit here with the. Okay. Activate the spikes because this unit it gives health and attack boost to their chaos units. We saw last time is pretty much all of them. We'll actually summon this. We want to keep the lanes open right now because spikes are active. Next, when the spikes are not active, then we'll summon our push as necessary. Okay. Summon spikes to a unit as well. You can see there's spikes on this bush, so it's good for us in terms of damage. We can spread out by either this unit to freeze to their ranged units, or if we need to deal damage. Okay, just taking a look around. Summon these 2 totems. Okay, these are good spots for us. Doing the damage to them. Follow up. Need to kill their unit. So actually, in order to kill that unit, we'll need to speed up. So range unit. And then we'll start going in the damage. Next turn, we'll be summoning this unit. as the attack boost to our nature units, and then also start shrinking their attack. That open. In front. Start affecting units. Also block for this unit here. They have this unit that deals damage to our units at their line, and also has splash, but we're probably not going to be summoning any in this. We have this range unit that sets our attack to 1. Heal. Okay. Here, this unit is regeneration to our unit. And then also the plus health. We're pretty good right now. We have these 2 lanes that are pretty much unblocked at this point. Okay, and as you saw, that range unit. Oh, it's good because spikes on that random unit. Summoning this push. Okay, lines are open. Next turn, we're going to be using our ability to boost our nature units. And going in as that tree, and that tree minus the attack to in the line. Boost. Summoning this unit, which has an attack boost for every nature unit that we have. That was it. So yeah, pretty quick Divine Arena. Just involved a little bit of placement in order to make sure that we have our ranged units to actually defend other units and then also attack. So yeah, we'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and we'll be covering the next sections of Pit, and we'll go from there. If there are any comments, questions, concerns, or feedback, you can leave them at the Twitch channel, and also go to the YouTube channel, and like, comment, subscribe there, check out some past videos. I will have the uploads from Dark Towers from yesterday, and then also the upcoming events as well. Anyways, this is Happy Splasher. Signing off.